In a hydraulic press, 20 lb is applied to a piston of 5 SQN. The output piston has 12 SQN of area. What output force is produced? A. 20 lb, B. 214 lb, C. 48 lb, D. 8.33 lb. The correct answer is 48 lb. Pressure equals 205 equals 4 psi x everywhere Pascal. Output equals 4x 12 equals 48 lb. Which email security mechanism publishes in DNS? Which mail servers may send mail for a domain? A. SBF, B. T. CATLS, D. DTM. The correct answer is SBF. Sender Policy Framework. SBF lists authorized sending hosts for a domain in a DNS TXT record. Which word is most nearly opposite in meaning to humble? A. Me. A. B. Horizontal. C. Modest. D. Arrogant. The correct answer is arrogant. The opposite of humble is arrogant. A motor does 800 ft-lb of work in 5 seconds. What is its power output? A. 0.01 ft-lb per second. B. 800 ft-lb per second. C. 4000 ft-lb per second. D. 160 ft-lb per second. The correct answer is 160 ft-lb per second. Power equals work time equals 8.5 equals 160 ft-lb per second, which is the best description of the 3-2-1 backup strategy. A. 3 backups per hour. B. 3 servers, 2 routers, 1 switch. C. 3 passwords, 2 admins, 1 firewall. D. 3 copies of data on 2 different media with 1 copy off-site. The correct answer is 3 copies of data on 2 different media with 1 copy offsite. The 3-2-1 rule recommends 3 copies of data on 2 media types with 1 copy stored offsite for resilience. What is 1213? Give the simplified answer. A. is 66. B. 25. C. 56. D. 58. The correct answer is 56. Use a common denominator. 1213 simplifies to 56. Wheel is to axle as propeller is to A. blade. B. point. C. water. D. shaft. The correct answer is a shaft. Wheel relates to axle as propeller relates to shaft. Need to know differs from least privilege in that need to know specifically restricts a system uptime. D. network bandwidth. C. access to information to those who require it for their task. D. password length. The correct answer is access to information to those who require it for their task. Need to know limits access to specific information required for a task. Least privilege limits overall permissions. Which statement best describes the relationship between a threat and a vulnerability? A. The threat is a weakness exploited by a vulnerability. B. A vulnerability is a weakness that a threat may exploit. C. They are the same thing. D. A vulnerability always causes a threat. The correct answer is a vulnerability is a weakness that a threat may exploit. A vulnerability is the weakness. A threat is the potential event that could exploit it to cause harm. A 12-tooth gear turning at 360 RPM drives a 48-tooth gear. How fast does the larger gear turn? A. 360 RPM, B 96 RPM, C 90 RPM, D 140 RPM. The correct answer is 90 RPM. Speed ratio is inverse of T361. T348 equals 90 RPM. Which statement about passwords and passphrases is generally true? A. Length never matters. B. Longer passphrases can be both stronger and easier to remember. C. Passphrases cannot be used for login. D. Short complex passwords are always stronger than long passphrases. The correct answer is longer passphrases can be both stronger and easier to remember. Length significantly increases resistance to guessing. A long passphrase can be strong and memorable. Read the passage, then answer. A submarine maintains neutral buoyancy by adjusting the water in its ballast tanks. To dive, the crew floods the tanks. To surface, compressed air forces the water back out, making the vessel lighter than the water it displaces. Flooding the ballast tanks causes the submarine to turn around. B. Stop moving. C. Dive. D. Surface. The correct answer is dive, supported directly by the passage. How much work is done lifting an object with a force of 40 and through a distance of 5 m? A. 201 J. B. 200 J. C. 35 J. D. 45 J. The correct answer is 200 J. Work equals force distance equals 45 equals 200 joules. A motor does 1,500 FTLB of work in 10 seconds. What is its power output? A. 1,500 FTLB per second. B. 0.01 FTLB per second. C. 15,000 FTLB per second. D. 150 FTLB per second. The correct answer is 150 FTLB per second. Power equals work time equals 150,010 equals 150 FTLB per second. Which control would most directly detect that a former employee's account is still active? A. A stronger password policy. B. A network encryption. C. A firewall rule. D. A periodic user access review. The correct answer is a periodic user access review. Access reviews compare active accounts against current staff, caching orphaned or stale accounts. An object weighs 120 lb in air and displaces 20 lbs of water when fully submerged. What is its apparent weight underwater? A. 20 lb. B. 120 lb. C. 140 lb. D. 100 lb. The correct answer is 100 lb. Buoyant force equals weight of water displaced 20 lb, so apparent weight equals 120 equals 100 lb. What is 25 of 240? A. At 180, B. is 60, C. 120, D. is 6,000. The correct answer is 60. 25 of 240 equals 25 divided 240 equals 60. 3 pens and 2 notebooks cost 17. 2 pens and 4 notebooks cost 22. What does 1 notebook cost? A. 5, B. 4, C. 3, D. 3.40. The correct answer is 4. Solve the 2 equations. Pen equals 3, notebook equals 4. A force of 25 lb pushes a crate 8 ft in the direction of the force. How much work is done? A. 400 FTLB. B-ish 25 FTLB, C 200 FTLB, D 33 FTLB. The correct answer is 200 FTLB. Work equals force x distance equals 25x 8 equals 200 FTLB. What is the area of a circle with radius 5? Use 3.148 31.4. B 73.5. C 83.5. D 78.5. The correct answer is 78.5. Area equals R equals 3.145 equals 3.1425 equals 78.5. A 400 lb crate rests on a square pad 4ft by 4ft. What pressure does it exert on the floor? A is 100 lb per square foot. B 25 lb per square foot. C 400 lb per square foot. D 6,400 lb per square foot. The correct answer is 25 lb per square foot. Pressure equals force shear equals 40,016 equals 25 lb per square foot. In hydraulic press, 50 lb is applied to a piston with 2 SQ in of area. The output piston has 20 SQ in of area. What output force is produced? A 500 lb, B 250 lb, C 100 lb, D S 50 lb. The correct answer is 500 lb. Pressure equals 502 equals 25 psi ax equally everywhere Pascal. So output equals 2520 equals 500 lb. Which word is closest in meaning to candid? A. Frank. B. Secretive. C. Road. D. Shy. The correct answer is frank. Candid most nearly means frank. Which word is closest in meaning to erratic? A. Is steady. B. Horizontal. C. Exact. D. Irregular. The correct answer is irregular. Erratic means irregular and unpredictable, which has the greatest effect of multiplying force in a hydraulic jack. A. Completely removing all of the fluid. B. A small input piston and large output piston. C. A very large input piston and a small output piston. D. Two perfectly equal-sized pistons. The correct answer is a small input piston and large output piston. A larger output piston area multiplies the input force. Pascal's principle. Which of the following best illustrates integrity in everyday terms? A. Proving you sent an email. B. Ensuring a wire transfer amount is not changed in transit. C. Locking files so others cannot read them. D. Keeping a server online during peak hours. The correct answer is ensuring a wire transfer amount is not changed in transit. Integrity ensures information remains accurate and unaltered, like a transfer amount staying correct end to end. Which word is closest in meaning to quell? A. Horizontal. B. Reveal. C. Expand. D. Suppress. The correct answer is suppress. To quell is to suppress or calm. Single sign-on SSO primarily provides which benefit? A. Eliminating the need for any passwords. B. Allowing users to authenticate once to access multiple systems. C. Preventing all phishing attacks. D. Stronger encryption of all data. The correct answer is allowing users to authenticate once to access multiple systems. SSO lets a user authenticate a single time and gain access to multiple connected applications without re-authenticating. What is 9.14.4? A. 40.04. B. 41.04. C. 39.14. D. 40.14. The correct answer is 40.04. 9.14.4 equals 40.04, which is a key security weakness of public Wi-Fi networks. A. They are always encrypted end-to-end. B. They block all attacks automatically. C. Traffic may be intercepted by others on the same network. D. They cannot be used for browsing. The correct answer is traffic may be intercepted by others on the same network. Open public Wi-Fi often lacks strong encryption, allowing eavesdropping. A VPN helps protect traffic. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments and tell us what topics you want us to cover next. Want to practice more? Download the app and get hundreds of free practice questions with detailed explanations.